Well, everyone, welcome to World at War Comics. I am very excited to be able to talk to Thomas Nachlik. Thomas, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I've been talking about you for a while on the podcast with other creators that have worked with you. It's finally nice to have you on and be able to talk to you directly instead of just talking about you all the time. Although it's always been positive, always been positive.
Yeah, it's my pleasure and my honor. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, of course, of course. I'm big fan of Sam and Twitch. I know Thomas Healy just took over. I know they're going to bounce around on writers, but you've kind of been the mainstay there. And then, of course, I had Chris and Andrew on with I Saw Santa. And I think you listened to that episode just singing the praises of how amazing you are and how adaptable you are. And that was a pretty gruesome 2 issues. I don't know how you feel about that. Do you kind of like drawing that kind of stuff?
Um, I was just drumming lines, to be honest. I don't
Oh,
see the big picture. When I'm at work, I just see my lines. And a fun fact: I was actually listening to the audio version of the Bible when I was doing some of the pages, because I'm into near the experiences and researching all kinds of religions. So I was listening to the Bible. It's crazy.
that is kind of wild while drawing those pictures to be listening to the
Yeah,
Bible. I love it. That is hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
incredible.
but I mean, horror is my thing. Uh, that's for sure. But I don't see the horror. I see the beauty in the gritty artwork.
Yeah, yeah. So just from a genre standpoint, if you have to
Yeah,
draw anything, horror is by far your favorite?
I mean that's what I feel that great at Bob McFarlane Productions,
Yeah,
because that's my kind of book
yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
yeah. Well, being part of the Spawn universe then is reason why you're such a good fit, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for you to kind of dive into that desire that you have to kind of release that kind of art then.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had a some stuff that isn't published yet that thing uh, showcases my style and my love for horror even more, but we'll see.
Yeah. So is this stuff, I know you probably can't talk too much about it, but is this stuff outside of the Spawn universe or is it
No,
attached or
no,
you
no, no. That's inside the Spawn universe. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. I feel like you've touched quite a few of the characters in the Spawn universe. Is there a character that you haven't really been able to draw yet that you would love to get your hands on?
Uh, I think they gave me the all the Spawn character sheets of all the villains and the spawns, and there are so many awesome characters you could tell a story about. Um, Absolutely, yeah, like a ton of them, like pretty much every of the spawns.
Do you have a favorite version? We know Liam Sharp is doing not medieval. He is doing the what's it called? Gosh, just dropped from my mind, but
Yeah,
his version of Spawn, which has been absolutely. I mean, Liam Sharp is absolutely amazing. I'm a big fan of his artwork. We have Medieval Spawn, obviously, which you've done some covers on. I think I even put that on the thumbnail, which was phenomenal. And then, of course, you have the regular Spawn universe. I know you've touched Spawn. And even had I think an opportunity in issue 2 of I Saw Santa to have a page with Spawn in it too, is right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 2 pages of spawn. Yeah, that's
Was it 2
correct.
pages?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
What is that collaboration like between you and the writers? And do you have like a preference of how they lay out pages? I love to ask that about artists because everyone kind of has the type of communication they like to receive. Do you have a favorite way to receive kind of the story notes so that you could add to that story through drawing?
I was used to read the scripts before I worked for Todd. Uh, he told me he's only doing it the Marvel way, and I wasn't sure if I can work with it. And now I'm a huge fan. So I'm a huge fan of just sending me a plot,
Yeah.
like a rough outline of every page. That's enough. That's I think that's the fastest way. Gives me the most freedom. Um, yeah. So the Marvel way is my way as well.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah,
video that I think Todd did probably like 6 years ago where he talks about the Marvel way,
yeah.
and it does seem like from an artistic standpoint, it does allow for a lot more freedom within that Marvel way. I think that's really important. I don't know how you feel, but obviously, a story in a comic book, you have the plot, which the writer does, but the art tells as much of the story, sometimes more of the story than actually the plot does. And that freedom, I think, is really important. I feel like Todd and the way that you draw, it seems to me like you have a lot of freedom to be able to kind of take that storyline and mold it how you think it should be provided. Do you feel the same way?
Um, it depends on the writers. Some writers do because they are not used to doing it. The plot version of the script. They make a mix between a script and a plot. Um, and some like I did a few King Spawn issues with Sean Lewis.
Yeah.
He did like the perfect plot. He his plot was just like the whole issue was like maybe 8 pages. Um, and yeah, I mean, Todd is doing this for a main reason. That's he wants his guys, most of his guys, to do a book monthly, so 20 pages a month, which is uh, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And that's the fastest way. Um, yeah,
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it, Thomas. Well, I mean, you've touched, like I said, a little bit of everything. Outside of the Spawn universe, is there a character or a title that you would love to draw that you haven't had the opportunity of outside of Spawn and everything that you're doing with Todd McFarlane Productions?
I mean, yeah, all the gritty guys like Batman. I mean, I did a few pages of Batman many years ago. Um, uh, but yeah, Absolute Batman, uh, Punisher, Wolverine, maybe. Yeah, all the dark guys.
Yeah, exactly. I know you work for Silvestri too. You've done some things with Top Cow as well, right?
Yeah, I did 2 issues for his pilot season, and I did a miniseries with Philip Sablik.
Yes.
Yeah, who's now on Ignition Press, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
Yeah,
love to see your art on Darkness. I feel like you would do quite well. I mean, Raymond Gay, I think, did issue 2 right now. I just got that issue, so I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited for Raymond. But I would love to see you do something between Witchblade and the Darkness as they continue to build out like the second iteration of these titles coming back to life again. Have you been a fan of those two for a while as well?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I met Sylvester a few times. He's a super nice guy, and yeah, Darkness is totally my thing. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
but Raymond is the right guy for this.
yeah.
Absolutely, as a, that he's perfect for Darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I got to meet him. He was I live in Texas, South Texas, and I got to meet him at a show down here. And him and his wife Irene are just fabulous people. So, have you had a chance to meet them in person yet?
Yeah, it's a funny story. He came up to me, I think, 2023 in New York with his wife, uh, and I didn't know who he was. He was like, "I'm a huge fan." Shook my hand. I'm like, "I follow you on Instagram." I'm like, "What's your name?" He's Raymond Gay. I'm like, dude, I'm your fan because I really liked how he drew Gunslinger Spawn. I had screenshots of his Instagram like for reference. So yeah, he's such a nice guy. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. No, he really is one of the nicest people, and his wife is fabulous as well.
His wife, same
Um,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What is the comic scene right now like in Germany? For fans in the US. I mean, we're very used to our every Wednesday hitting the comic book shop. I know just talking from other creators, it's much different outside of US and Canada. A lot more, I think, like trade, right? They wait more for the trades to come out, and those are a little bit more popular. How is the scene right with where you live?
Um, so the mangas are extremely popular in Germany. way more popular than American comics, but you can also buy American paperbacks as well. Mostly paperbacks, no single issues. Um, there are a few comic shops you can buy books in a bookstore, same as in the US. But yeah, it's mostly manga, a few American comics.
Yeah.
Other movies made them probably more popular. But yeah, manga is a thing here in Germany.
Yeah, it actually is. It has grown to be a little bit bigger in the United States than comics as well, and I think just the
Yeah,
younger generation really kind of connects with that type of storytelling. Very condensed. I love the size of them because you could put it in your backpack or in your, whatever, you put in your car, and it's really easy to travel with, as opposed to like a traditional comic book that you're holding like this. They get beat up pretty easy if you're not careful with them. But with a manga, do you have like a favorite manga? Have you gotten into anime or into manga, being in Germany?
I have a few, but not because of the story, more because of the artist. Like I like Blame.
Yeah,
First up, I don't. This probably sounds like blasphemy, but I don't read comic books. I mostly look at the images.
sure, sure.
I very rarely read comic books. So yeah, so Blame is my thing, and um, Inyo Asano. He's his process is very similar to mine. He works with 3D backgrounds, and
Oh,
that's what I do as well. So yeah,
really?
um, yeah,
So what
I
what
li-
does that process look for like for you, Thomas, as you're gonna draw something? You have to have a lot of visuals in front of you to kind of give you a little bit of perspective as to how you want to maybe place the characters within each page. What does that process look like for you?
I build actually I kit bash all my backgrounds in a 3D software, which by the way is something I enjoy. It's not just about the speed and about the um, it makes things easier sometimes because you basically build a location like you would do with the movie.
Mhm.
Let's say I have like with Assault Center, um, that department uh, on the last 20 something pages with Santa and Charlie. The department I built it beforehand in 3D. So I just moved the camera around and I placed my characters inside, and I don't have to draw it. Actually, I do have to draw stuff like the fire and the smoke, but all the furniture, walls, the whole thing is already done. I have the shadows, light. I can place it wherever. So yeah, make my life easier, and it's also fun implementing 3D. So yeah, I sometimes build my own stuff, but uh, actually mostly I buy it. So I
Yeah,
buy all the models and I put them together.
that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and doing this since I think since '07. I think I read an article uh, written by I don't remember the name, a professional comic book artist about the dirty tricks in the industry, and I'm like, that is awesome. That's not a dirty trick. That's
Br-
genius.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
brilliant.
and I know a lot of artists do it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had opportunity to talk to quite a few artists, and a lot of them do like to have some sort of visual representation of what they're about to do. Some use like action figures and pose them in certain ways, and then others just look at other artists and look at and see what they did, and then utilize that as kind of a picture that leads them in that same direction. And I love that you had some of Raymond's pictures. I bet you he has a lot of yours too in his phone that he likes to utilize as well. Do you get a lot of
Yeah.
opportunity to talk and work with other Spawn artists?
Yeah. I mean, I'm maybe not artist, but I'm friends with Daniel Enriquez. Uh, I talk to him, let's say, at least once a month, maybe even um, maybe 2 weeks or something. Uh, I mean, I see those guys at the cons.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
actually I do.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's a friend with Daniel. He's one of the easiest
Yeah,
guys to talk to. He's so fun, and he's
yeah,
kind of
we're
the
doing.
Spawn encyclopedia too. He knows everything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Spawn.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, same as Thomas Billy.
Yes. Yeah.
But me and Daniel are doing a creator on. Uh, uh, we maybe we self-publish. I'm not sure, but we have like 30 pages finished already, so we'll see.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. That's kind
Yeah,
of breaking news, I think, Thomas.
yeah, we don't have a publisher yet, so it's
Yeah.
just now it's just words, no images.
No, yeah. I feel like with your name and his name on anything, it could be quite successful. Even if you just kickstarted it, I think it would do quite well. I mean, you're both pretty beloved, specifically in the Spawn, you know, universe of fans. As you know, Spawn fans are very passionate, very, very
Yeah,
passionate. In a good way. They're
yeah,
very
absolutely.
positive, yeah, and very
Yeah,
supportive.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Spawn fans are the best, for sure. I'm not just saying that. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. Even kickstarting something. Let's say if we kickstarting is one thing, that's a lot of work. If we submit this to Image, they need, I think, at least 3 issues, 3 finished ones, and I don't have the time right now, so
Yeah, yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're doing quite a bit right now, right? With the Salmon Twitch, obviously I Saw Santa. I've seen some stuff from Rat City from you as well on covers and whatnot.
Yeah, just covers.
Yeah.
Right now I'm free. I'm waiting on my schedule. Uh, um, I'm sup- I'm I'm supposed to. So Todd offered me he offered me 2 series, uh, and I accepted one. And but I might be doing ISO Spawn before that. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm doing whatever.
Yeah.
But now I'm just having fun. Like I'm doing that.
Oh, that's
Uh,
amazing. That's absolute.
Absolute Batman. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what everybody's drawing right now.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to talk to Scott or anybody over there working at DC on Absolute Universe yet?
No, 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 no,
Uh, it
not
would be
yet.
amazing to get you on something absolute for sure. Yeah, that would be incredible, man. It's obviously the most popular thing right now in comics,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they've done a pretty good job of kind of staying at the top for a little bit more than a year now. That's really hard to do with the title, I think, to keep that interest with fans. You know, all of us were on phones and YouTube, and it's really easy to kind of get sidetracked and forget about how good something is. But boy, they've been able to keep everybody's interest pretty strong, especially releasing villains all the time, right? We just got the Joker. We know Poison Ivy. We had Eric Canetti on the other day, and he's doing Poison Ivy. And I feel like there's a really good character out there for you to jump in as well, possibly.
yeah. That'd be definitely my thing. I mean, it almost looks the villains look like Spawn Universe villains. So yeah,
Yeah. It does
and
look like it's,
they have some great artists for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, Dakota, I think, is killing it right now. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Incredible. As far as like creator owned, how long have you and Daniel been working on putting this together? Has it been a while that you've been kind of playing around with that?
um, I I started this story just by myself during COVID lockdown, and then I think a year ago I told Daniel if he wants to jump on board with me. Um, and yeah, I mean it's been now a year. He did a few changes to the script and the pages as well. They look much better now, and I'm glad I have a professional writer with me right now. So yeah, it's been probably about a year.
About a year. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One more question. I know you can't talk too much about it, but I assume it's kind of in the horror area.
Yeah, actually, I posted a few pages back in the day at Instagram.
Oh, did you?
If you scroll back, you maybe might find something.
Yeah, I'll pull it up while we're talking and see if we can't show a
It
couple.
could be probably few months ago.
Was it a couple months ago?
Yeah, I mean, I was posting snippets from it since I was working on it, so it's like 4 years or something.
Oh wow. Well, then I probably saw it then. I read a lot of comics, man. I read a lot of comics, Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to work on any comic books that are with like a Europe based I mean obviously Daniel lives in Europe, but anything more that is maybe just for the European market that hasn't hit the US?
No,
Oh,
nothing.
yeah,
No,
everything's just been
no.
within yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
the
Just the
US.
US. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have plans to get out here, Thomas, with cons this year? Do you have anything planned? Probably New York again?
I'm not sure yet. Uh, when my schedule gets released, maybe I go to a con. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
Um, maybe even San Diego, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Deadlines are the most important thing in my life.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I would love to know just in your past, Thomas, when did this desire and heart for art start in your life? Was it very early?
Yeah, as a kid, I don't remember how old I was. Um, I think the first time I got in touch with illustration was when somebody showed me um, like a animation cell. I grew up in Poland. We had a uh, animation studio not too far away from us, and somebody had an uncle working there, and he brought home animation cells, and I looked at those, and I saw this semi-transparent paper and all those pencil lines, and I was in love. Like those pencil lines on paper was the best thing I ever saw. And I started drawing, and then I got into comics. Luckily, there's still a huge comic book scene in Poland, very similar to the American scene, very similar styles. So I read those, and then somebody got me American comics, Batman, Superman, and yeah, I was hooked. And I was drawing all the time. Like at school, I got bad grades because I was drawing all the time instead of doing math.
I
Yeah.
think I'm with you on that one. I mean, I've always tried to draw. I never got as good at it to be able to do it professionally. But I think we could all relate, right? Trying to draw our own comics, maybe creating our own stories, that type of thing, right? Have you dabbled into obviously with this creator own? You already had a plot and everything for the story right before Daniel came on.
Yeah, I mean, I also had finished pages.
Oh wow,
Um, yeah.
yeah. And then have you thought about doing like a creator own writer and art on your own, or did you automatically really wanted to get someone like a Daniel in to help as well?
I mean, I would like to do that just by myself, but working in a team is actually much better.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, for sure.
So a lot of artists that I talk to, especially when they don't live in this, near the writer or the creator or the publisher, they go through like stages of loneliness. Drawing all day could be fairly lonely. Some people like it. Some people, like Daniel, I think why he's so popular is, he sits behind a desk all day and, writes and draws or inks or whatever. And he needs to reach out and he needs to talk to someone once in a while. Like, are you more of someone that likes the loneliness of, giving to your craft, or does it kind of get you at sometimes? And if it does, how do you overcome that?
I mean, I have my wife around.
Yeah, that's
Um,
and your cats, right?
yeah, and my cats. Yeah. But yeah, maybe I am a bit of a loner. Um, um, I, I I'm actually okay working by myself. Uh, I had let's say a regular job. I was waiting tables for a few years. I had people around me all the time. and I noticed that working by yourself is actually not a bad thing. So yeah, I'm okay. I listen to music. The one
Yeah.
thing is you kind of you in your head all most of the time, so you think about things like death. And probably that's why I'm into near death experiences. But yeah, um, you come up with some really strange thoughts when you're alone. But I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
okay doing it alone. Yeah,
Do you think a
you
lot
have,
of
you have to
artists?
get used to this when you want to become a comic book artist.
I
Yeah.
was just going to ask that. Do you think that's fairly normal for a lot of artists in the comic book
Yeah, yeah,
industry?
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's no other way. You basically just in front of your piece of paper or screen or whatever. Like you can, I mean, you can work in a studio, sure,
Yeah.
but yeah, actually, that's the thing. Yeah, you could also work in a studio. It's not nothing for me, but uh, I don't listen to regular music. I'm a bit of a heavy side, so I don't think anybody would enjoy working with me in a studio. But yeah,
Are you pretty like a hardcore metal kind of guy?
yeah, not just hardcore metal. I like progressive, math, gent, or the jazzy metal, let's say. Yeah.
Is there a pretty good scene where you live of that type of music?
What do you mean by scene? I mean, we get visited by bands, so
Yeah, I didn't
mostly
know
from the
what
US.
type of music was like
Yeah, yeah,
really
absolutely.
popular where you live, and
I
there's
mean,
a lot.
Germany is not a big country.
Yeah,
I live pretty much in the middle, so if there's something in the north or in the south. This is not too far away from me. But yeah,
yeah. Do you try to attend like live events as well with music or no? Just
when at the time, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. So what's um we got Salmon Twitch. Are you still on the Salmon Twitch moving forward?
No, no, no. That's done.
So
The Switch is done. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Was that with Thomas Healy when you were ended? Or was it right before that when
That
he
was
took?
before that.
Yeah,
Before I was on issue 9 uh,
9 through
till I think
16, maybe
18 or something.
18.
10,
Okay.
10 I had 10 issues. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's now. How was Salmon Twitch for you? I mean, it's more of like a police noir. I know Salmon Twitch can get more on the horror side, but I don't feel like we've hit that much up to this point. How was that drawing things that are a little bit outside of where your sweet spot is, what you enjoy?
Seventh, which was kind of, I mean, I was the one who asked Todd to let me draw Seven Twitch.
Yeah,
Um, so before that, okay, I did a Marvel book before that, but before that Marvel book, I probably know The Beauty,
yeah,
the TV series. So I did 16 issues of The Beauty.
yeah,
So this is a detective story as well.
yeah,
Um, and that's why I kind of felt good doing Seven Twitch was very, very similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you about Beauty because I know it's now a TV show, and I saw that you were working on that. I mean, how is it? Like, what does that feel like? I mean, I'm hoping that some of your ideas have been incorporated. I haven't seen the TV show yet, but I don't know how many episodes have been released. But it seems like it's going to be extremely popular.
Oh, I was just the hired gun. So
You're
all
just
the ideas were by
yeah,
Jeremy
Jeremy.
Hahn and Jason Early.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
you haven't watched it. Are you going to watch it? You
But
think or no?
I probably will at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Now, growing up, right, you jumped into art. Were there certain movies that also had a huge impact on you growing up that maybe you're able to bring into your art as well?
Um, I'm more influenced by illustrators.
Hmm.
I mean, I have my favorite movies. I remember. So I grew up with the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I'm that old. So I watched them all in a movie theater. Um, Also Aliens. I'm one of the few who likes Aliens more than Alien. I remember like Aliens was probably the best movie I ever watched. Till today, I think. I don't know why. I mean, in the context of there wasn't anything better, and when the movie came out, it was such a so jaw-dropping. Now you could say, well, there are way more better movies in this one, but at that time, Aliens was absolute killer. And the fun fact is, I think Chris gave one of the I Saw Santa issues to James Cameron,
Oh, really?
which is crazy. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
I mean,
crazy if that
imagine James Cameron looking at my stuff, just just looking at it. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be wild if you was able to adapt something like I Saw Santa. That would be incredible, man.
yeah. I don't think
It's
it's his type of movie, but yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
I mean, all I Saw Santa Spawn has a lot of shocking issues throughout its 370 something issue history. We got some pretty wild things that Todd and other creators have done within Spawn that probably anger a certain group of people within comics and shock the others, and that's why I love, because he doesn't care. He's gonna
he
do what
doesn't
he
care. Yeah,
doesn't care, right? Which I love. We
yeah,
need more of that. I think just do what you love,
absolutely.
and it's not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be for everybody.
Yeah.
I personally like to be shocked like that. I enjoy that, but I thought I Saw Santa was one of the more shocking couple issues that we've seen over the last few years. Um, it was wild, man. Especially issue 1 when you see the family and the heads all laid across. Was that pretty fun to kind of map out?
Uh, that was this the most shocking thing, really?
I mean, you had
But
the knife next to his eye, Charlie's eye, or not Charlie, but Charlie had it next to what's his name's eye. And I talked to Chris, and you probably heard it. I think the original, it was
yeah,
actually his eye, and blood was coming down. And even Chris goes, "Look, this is a little kid. This might be a little too much." But
yeah, yeah. This was the original version I drew, and I thought nothing by it. But yeah. So I don't think the panel with the heads was that shocking. There are a few panels that were probably more brutal than this one.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I told you I have for me it's just first off it's fun and it's nothing serious.
yeah,
It's I know somebody commented on Instagram when the first pages came out, the preview came out. Uh, Hurting children isn't fun. I'm like, dude, who's saying that it is? Like, it's first off, it's a comic book, and that it's actually it's comedy. It's nothing serious.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, for me, it's just lines. It's just art.
What do you think was the most shocking that you drew that like other people would think would be really shocking out of I Saw Santa? Was there a panel that kind of comes to mind?
Yeah, I think the the page where Charlie's sawing Santa's head off, and
Okay,
and
that's fair.
the following page, it's not in the original book, but because um, I think there happens a mistake with a layer, and they uh, probably even my mistake. Uh, so the next page after that was extremely bloody, and I think we forgot to add the blood in the final version. But I think it's gonna be added in the paperback.
Ah,
So those two pages were for me the most shocking,
yeah.
and maybe the one with the reindeers.
Yes.
Yeah, because I really love animals. So this one was hard for me to draw.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean, even this one, not really. It's just no, it's just illustration.
yeah, yeah. That
Yeah.
was we spent a little bit of time with Chris and Andrew on the reindeer. I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty wild, yeah. Legs just flying everywhere, and I loved it, man. It was a lot of fun. It was
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite Spawn titles, I think, over this last year. It's been hilarious.
Yeah. Me and Chris have a very similar taste in humor and in jokes. Uh, Very dark, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
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 I
Yeah,
mean, working with him was a bliss with both guys, Andrew as well.
yeah.
I would say friends for life for sure. Yeah.
They mentioned how much of a help you were as well, right? Because this is their first title that they've been able to jump into, and with the popularity of this, there's no doubt. I mean, obviously, we have I Saw Santa, but I think it's going to open a lot more doors for them from a writer perspective. But they talked about how easy it was to work with you and how much help you were even for them because of your experience in comics. I'm sure there was a lot of back and forth, and maybe they were asking for advice or I don't know if there's anything else you could share with that collaboration and how that was on that title.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked all the time. Me and Chris, pretty much every day. Maybe not talk, but definitely texted.
Yeah.
And I was I was a bit skeptic at the beginning because uh, working with new writers can be pain in the rear. Um, they all have good ideas, but the scripting is the issue. Like they put way too much on a page, too many panels, too much stuff inside the panel. So I kid you not, I was a bit petrified working with a new writer. Then I read the script and I was blown away because the script the plot was I felt like uh, absolutely professional. Like they're doing this they did this their whole life.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we talked a lot. We had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot, and definitely not for the last time.
Yeah.
If not us or Spawn, then probably a creator owned or something for
Yeah.
sure.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I think they'll I mean they obviously can't say anything or maybe it doesn't exist yet, but it would be amazing that on an annual basis, like we're getting I Saw Spawn, like I don't know what the next I Saw is going to be, but I feel like this could be an annual thing, especially like two oversized issues, just a short condensed story, but amazing art, amazing storyline. I think that's a lot of fun because December is kind of a quiet month in comic books. No one's really, I don't think they're putting out titles that they think are going to blow the world away. They want to wait until after the holidays when people have a little bit more money. But I think this surprised everybody. It sold out and they had to go to a second print right away, which was absolutely fabulous. And I was very excited for all of you that are involved because I mean, I think that's the goal is to be able to do that and go to a second print. But we know we get an I Saw Santa, and it would be amazing to see something with you and Chris doing something from a creator own. I felt like as a fan, when you're reading comic books, we could tell, I think a lot of us could tell when the writer and the artist maybe aren't on the same page. So maybe the writer was trying to say one thing and the artist came back with something that doesn't really match what the bubbles are saying. I didn't get that at all. I felt like you and Chris and Andrew were in this really nice groove and it just flowed really nicely. The story was a lot of fun, and I don't know. I'm sure you felt the same way just from what you're saying, but I think that's really hard to do sometimes, especially when you're writing with the when you're working with a writer in a completely different country, a new writer that doesn't have any experience before this doing that. I could see why you'd be a little nervous, but does it happen often where you really kind of connect with the writer pretty well, or do you have a lot of experiences where you did a job and you didn't feel like that connection was real strong?
Mm, Most of the time, I don't have a connection with the writer, and I don't
Oh,
have to have.
okay.
It doesn't mean I don't like his writing. Usually, it's when a script is or a plot when it's really good, you don't need any connection with the writer. Um, like with my Kingspawn stuff, I had only a few questions and I'm still in contact with Sean Lewis.
Yeah.
Because his plots were good as they were. So you don't have to uh, to talk to your writer at all. Like
Yeah.
if it's a good script. With Chris, was different. I mean, he had a lot of questions, and he's such a nice guy. So I enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, if the script is good, you don't need any connection to writer.
Yeah.
Ideally, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't see it from that perspective, but yeah,
Yeah,
I guess if the plot is good, then you're in good
yeah.
shape. Yeah.
I mean, the issue is always when the writer and the artist have huge egos, which happens way too often in the comic book scene.
Yeah.
Um, I'm usually uh, I am trying to put the writer's idea on paper. Uh, if he wants my opinion on something, I give it to him, but most of the time I'm pulling back. I'm like, dude, that's your vision, and I'm I'm doing the best I can to put your vision on paper, not more.
Yeah.
I I try to keep my ego as small as possible.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Eh, Is how how hard is that sometimes though? Can it be difficult, or are you pretty good at this point in your career where you could just shut down whatever thoughts you have and you just move forward? Does it make
it
life a lot?
is. No, I mean it's extremely difficult because we all have egos.
Yeah.
I mean you can train your ego to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Um, I don't have to hold anything back. I think. I mean, I understand that my job is in fact
Yeah.
to draw whatever the writer. I mean, I'm not the writer. I'm the artist. That's why they hire me. Um, it's sometimes difficult because okay, when the script gets really bad, when there's too much stuff happening on the page, but it doesn't make any sense, then I probably say something. Uh, but again, at the end, I that's my problem. Sometimes so uh, I have to figure it out. But
Yeah.
most of the time, it doesn't happen. No. I'm
Yeah.
doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm a good soldier. Yeah, I try to be.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Now, are you doing do you do mainly use digital or do you do kind of the traditional on paper?
Digital because of the speed of the time.
Yeah.
I would prefer to draw on paper all the time, but there's just no way.
Yeah.
Some guys think, especially with a 4 week deadline, there's just I know some guys are doing it, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I think Steven Segovia is doing all his stuff on paper, and he's doing monthly book. So yeah, props to him. I have no idea if he's doing it, but I'm all digital. I do my covers for financial reasons obviously on paper
Sure.
because they always say really good. And sometimes when I have the time, like space pages maybe. But with the Expo Center, there's nothing on paper. I had no time, zero time. The deadline was pretty tight, and I did all digitally.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. I asked that just because of the collectability and how much fans love to get original pages.
yeah,
And I fully understand with the speed and especially I Saw Santa, right? That's not your normal, 22, 24 page comic book. These were, I
yeah,
don't know, they
exactly.
weren't exactly double sized, but they were probably 38 to 44 pages in a month. I think that's really difficult to do the traditional way. But from a financial perspective, it's extremely popular to get original art. So I like to ask that question because if there is original art out there, I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that are like, "Hey, Thomas, where do I pick that up, man? That's pretty amazing." But all your covers, though, you do sell your original art for the covers.
Yeah, I think I did maybe one cover digitally,
Yeah,
but all the rest is I think I still have them. my art dealer thing
Yeah,
still has them. Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah. That's now when you're doing your creator owned, are you able to do it traditionally, or you still just use the digital on the creator owned as well?
I mean, creator owned. There's no Spawn on those pages, or Batman or Superman.
Yeah.
So who's going to buy it? Maybe if it
Well, fans of
get
Thomas will buy it, I think.
yeah. I mean, regular single pages. They don't like with splash pages when there's Spawn on them. I can sell them for good money, but like
Sure.
regular, I still have. I think I still have two. I did a few Sam and Twitch pages on paper, and I
Yeah.
still have two of them. I'm probably giving them to charity or giving them away or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, like the amount of time I need to do them compared to the money I can make is
Yeah.
like doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay. That's fully understandable. Fully
Yeah.
understandable. As far as like work, how many titles in a month is too much? I know some
Uh,
artists are
I,
doing two titles.
one is max for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
20 pages a month is yeah, definitely.
It's a lot.
I did
It's
it a few times on Kingspawn, uh, and it wasn't that difficult because of the writer. He was very artist friendly.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's absolutely the maximum.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite cover that you've done so far? And did you save that original art because you really liked how it turned out?
I'm not saving any original art. I have no connection to my original art. And yeah,
Yeah.
I like my so the medieval spawn. I like this
Yeah.
one. There's one scorched cover with a red mirror on it. Um,
It was a scorched one.
yeah,
Issue
it's
44.
I don't know which issue.
I mean, I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
share my screen real quick because this issue 44. Let me pull it up real quick. This one is phenomenal.
yeah, this one. Yeah,
Yeah. That's incredible,
yeah. I
Thomas.
still have the original art. I mean,
Do you?
it's on the way to my art prep in the US.
That's incredible. So gorgeous. So
I
gorgeous,
mean,
man.
the um, what's Steve Cannon who did the colors. He did an awesome job.
Yeah. Yeah. In the
And
shadow, everything's
I'm
great.
I'm coloring my own stuff now for fun, and I noticed that I'm not leaving enough space for colorists. So I'm doing it myself now, and I'm like, if I was the colorist and the artist was somebody else, I would curse all the time.
Yeah. 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 Incredible. Yeah, here's the Bjorn one too.
Oh yeah,
His style is so unique.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I met him a few times. He wanted to do like 3D prints of his covers, which I think is an awesome idea. He should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like because he does his own colors as well, right? The art and the colors, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a unique way that he does it. I'm not sure how many colorists would be. I guess that obviously there's some amazing colorists out there, but it's so unique. Kind of reminds me of Mark Spears and how he does his covers. It's so different from what everyone else is doing. But yeah,
I
you
mean,
too.
how his technique is also completely. Nobody has ever done this before. I mean,
Yeah,
he's sculpting his covers in 3D, which is amazing.
it's crazy. That's amazing, man. Amazing, Thomas. Now, you talked about some of the influences that you've had. Do you remember that first artist? I know you said you received like a Batman and a couple other comics growing up. Was there one comic book artist that really had a huge impact on you at the very beginning?
Yeah, Alan Davis.
Alan
Um,
Davis.
I liked Batman and the Outsiders.
Yeah.
Um, I even read this one.
Yeah.
Um,
You
I think
really
I had it. I had it in German. By the way, uh, you can make American comic books in manga size. That's a German comic. They resize those pages to make them smaller, but
That's
those are
amazing.
original pages, so you can make them in manga size.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, that's
Yeah.
there are pages falling out. There are pages falling out because I read it so many times. Yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah.
Yeah, DC finally did. They call it their compact size, and it's more manga size that they've been coming out with some of the, the most popular titles within Batman and Wonder Woman and whatnot. So I think we got Hush, we got Court of Owls, and I'm glad they're doing that because manga is just doing so well everywhere. And I do think there's something to having a condensed story that you could just put in your pocket or carry to school if you're a younger person. And I think that's why one of the reasons why manga is doing so well. Obviously, the storylines, and I've never really been a huge fan of manga. And then I had children of my own. They're all adults now. I cannot get any of them to read a comic book. There's just no interest at all. But my youngest, who is 22, she does like anime. And so she's got me into titles like Chainsaw Man, which, man, if you could do like a cover or something for Chainsaw Man, Thomas, I think that would be phenomenal. It's right up your alley, man. Chainsaw out of the head, the arms turn into chainsaws, blood everywhere. It would be phenomenal to see a Chainsaw Man. Maybe if you get to a Comic-Con, I could ask for like a sketch of it or something. You know who I'm talking about, though? Chainsaw Man?
No,
Oh,
and I don't think there are Western artists working for manga publishers in their style. I think there are some who draw like in the manga style, but the other way around, there are a lot of Japanese artists doing covers for Marvel and DC and even for I think for Todd.
yeah.
There was somebody doing Spawn covers in a manga style, but
Yeah.
not the other way around. They
I'm
are it's like a tight, closed side world. They don't let anybody in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth to that. I think they want to protect their industry, but this is Chainsaw Man right
Oh,
here. And so he
oh
has
yeah.
his zipper on his chest that he pulls, and chainsaws come out of his head and his arms, and everything just gets chopped to pieces. But the story is very action oriented, very fast paced, and then the anime, which we watch here in the States on Crunchyroll, is the app that we utilize to watch some of this because it's really hard to get these the animated series in the US without having like a Japanese platform to watch them off of. And man, if there's one comic book you should check out, Thomas, I think you would love this. I would. Again, I agree with you. I don't think American style comic artists are very often invited into this world.
Mm.
But if there's one that I would love to see you do, is this one right here. It's phenomenal, and I think you would really enjoy reading it too. It's hilarious.
Maybe maybe I'll do some fan art. I'm gonna check it out, and I have some free time now, so I'm gonna probably do some Chainsaw Man fan art.
I think if you did Chainsaw Man art and you sent it to your art dealer, I think that would go like that. It's very popular, obviously, especially with younger
Oh,
people.
really? Good to know.
Yeah, very popular. Chainsaw Man. In fact, I think they had it on Netflix at one time too. So anything that hits Netflix, they're very careful on how many people are reading and all that before they put anything on.
Mhm.
And then they have a game too, like Pokemon cards, but in Chainsaw Man. So there's a game you could play. And you know how they do it. They take it to the next level. But I feel like that would be the perfect anime for you too. But I'm sure in Germany you could get all the titles there as well, just because of how popular it is. But yeah, the manga of it, I have all the books too, and then Demon Slayer is another one that I really enjoy. So she's gotten me to open up about all these other ones, and now I'm angry because I like them. I'm like, no, I'm a comic book only. I'm old and I'm really stuck in my ways. And nah, there's some really good stuff out there in manga as well that I think a lot of comic book fans would like if they opened up to read them. There's some really good stuff out there for sure.
I just remembered I grew up on anime. I grew up on Battle of the Planets.
Oh yeah,
I'm still a huge fan of Battle of the Planets.
yeah,
I got all the DVDs. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, check this one out, Thomas. I think you might like this one. I think you might like
Yeah, I'm
this one.
gonna do that.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Thomas, what else? Like as far as like how people follow you, I think you're just on Instagram, right?
I mean, I have a website, but it's hasn't been updated since, I don't know, 1800 something. Yes, it's probably 5 years or six or something.
Yeah,
So only go to my website if you want my email address.
yeah,
If you want to write me something, but because it's there. It's just Instagram and Threads, but I don't use Threads. I mean, if I could, I wouldn't be using social media at
yeah.
all because it's
That's
just poison. But I
no,
mean,
that's
I
very smart.
need it for the job. Yeah,
Yeah, you need a little bit of it for marketing and whatnot, but
yeah,
I agree with you. It's if I spend too much time sitting there looking at it, I do walk away feeling kind of ugly. So it's I don't think there's a ton of positives there. And then, anything you look at, you'll get like 5 billion other people with that same topic or whatever. So you can't even look at anything too long or you'll be bombarded by it. I'm like, I don't even like
yeah,
that. I just read it real quick. And
yeah,
that's just
yeah.
terrible, man. It's terrible. But you could. This is my buddy Chris right here, and he's a huge Spawn fan, and so definitely he's following you, man. But he would be definitely a good person to connect with. He could blast your stuff out for you, man. He's very popular within the Spawn community, and yeah, he's the one that's like, Tommy, get Thomas on or get Raymond on, and I'm like, I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Uh,
Is your Instagram?
yeah, I'll put his
Uh,
Instagram
uh,
right.
okay.
I'll send it to you. Actually, when we stop recording, I'll send it to you. That way you have it. But he's a good guy, man. He's yeah, big Spawn guy, big Spawn guy. We're all excited about the movie. It seems like things are kind of moving along a little bit. So, and it sounds like it's going to be much darker than the first one. The first one was very superhero-y, and I liked it for what it was. CGI was a little tough back then when that movie was produced, so it kind of looks a little corny today when you look at it. But at the time, it was pretty cool. I thought. I don't know. Did you ever get a chance to watch the movie?
Yeah, yeah. I've got the Blu-ray. Watched it a few times. I mean, CGI can also kill him. Too much CGI is I don't know. I'm not a. I
Yeah,
feel like it's not just CGI. It's also AI, and then it looks like crap. Then
yeah,
like
yeah,
when those guys, I'm absolutely. This is also probably blasphemy, but I'm not a fan of all those Marvel movies, superhero movies. I I watched I think I watched Galaxy something Marvel on a plane. What's the I forgot the name. Guardians
mm,
of the Galaxy, yeah, one and two on the plane because I had nothing else to watch. It wasn't that bad, but I never watched Spider-Man, Thor, and all the other stuff because and I remember I talked to Todd. I had a call with Todd just 2 months ago, and he told me he doesn't like those movies, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm not the only one. Thank God. And I told him like right away. I I thought I'm an outsider.
yeah,
Even Todd McFarlane doesn't like them. Yeah. So when I see Spider-Man flying, he doesn't have any weight. That's too much CGI. It's killing those movies. If you look at the first Star Wars, those starships had weight to them. Like
yeah,
you knew that's a huge. You believe that's a huge starship, gigantic starship. Now it's
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes some of the innovation that comes out to make things easier take away from the realism that we all grew up with because they didn't exist, right? So you actually had to build a model, and it was a real,
Mm,
it was a real Millennium
yeah,
Falcon, right? And you had to put the camera in a certain way. Like there was a lot of work that went into it, and you could appreciate that as you're watching it, and it looked real because it was real.
yeah,
Um, and then today
exactly. Yeah.
it's just all digitally created. So yeah, I get it. I know. I kind of with you, I guess. I'm a big comic book fan, so I do read a lot. I probably read 40 comic books, 50 comic books a week because I love them and I buy them all. So my wife is constantly saying, really more comic books? I'm like, they're different from the ones I read last week. They're different, I promise. But because of that, I do enjoy those movies when they come out just because I could see them come to life. But I also agree with you too. I don't know. Yeah, it's overproduced way overproduced, I think.
Yeah, and also those stories are not really, I don't know,
Yeah, not a lot of depth.
not my type. No.
Yeah, not a lot of depth to them. Yeah, you
I
just
mean,
got you have to turn off some of your brain, I think, when you watch it.
yeah, I mean, I like, let's say, movies that are probably trashy. I like, let's say, a movie like Con Air, which
Yeah.
is which is pure action movie. It's not. I mean, it's not, this is not. I'd say this. It's not. They're not getting Academy Awards for this or The Rock,
Hmm.
um, the movie. But I mean, they are so bad. They turn good.
Yeah.
So but that's different.
Yeah.
I mean, but those, I don't know, those Marvel movies. I don't know.
Not.
Actually, Disney. It's not Marvel. It's Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with you. I agree. I could appreciate that. I don't think you need to be beat up for that kind of thought. I think a lot of fans, like if they could create some of these movies in the 80s and 90s style, I think it would be better, right? Just
There
because I
was this.
be forced to use backgrounds and everything's just in a. Have you ever seen them when they make the movies? They're all standing in front of a green screen.
Yeah. I mean, there are some fan-made movies like the Batman one, Batman vs. Predator, which is I don't know, probably 10 years old, or maybe 15. The, this guy looked like Batman. I mean, the Batman they put in the movies wasn't Batman for me. That's RoboCop.
Yeah,
I mean, his stupid voice, and then the stuff he's on, his costume. Like, I know Batman from like Jim Aparo drew Batman, or Alan Davis. This guy wasn't Batman for me. I don't know.
didn't do it for you.
No,
Yeah.
not really. Yeah, but that's Hollywood.
Yeah. That is.
Uh, Once you turn your idea over to Hollywood, do they probably shit
You're
on
gonna
it?
lose something for sure. The story won't
Yeah,
be the same. We know that. We know
yeah,
that. I mean, as comic book fans, when we read the comic books and they adapt it into a film, the first thing I'm doing is like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That character wasn't part of it. So,
yeah,
obviously there's a financial aspect and yeah, I understand it. I'm just not a big fan of it when they change too much because I love the comic books. I'm a big fan of the comic books, so I look
yeah,
for all those little flaws, which is terrible. I wish I could just go into a movie and just enjoy it, but if it's comic book related, I'm going to find some flaws just because of it. That's why I actually prefer the animated version of Spawn, the HBO series with 3 seasons. I love that series. It's amazing. I thought that was one of my favorite things. I liked it more than the movie did. I did. I don't know. Did you
I don't
just?
think I ever watched it. No, I don't ever watch it.
It's much more grittier, much more dark, which I really liked. You could probably get them on Blu-ray too. I know Blu-ray exists. You could probably still find them on eBay or something. But
Mm,
if you have a chance, if you have access to HBO, usually it's on their app.
mm-hmm,
Or yeah, I'm trying to think of where else it would be. I think HBO is the only place that has it right now. Yeah,
mm,
again, in Germany, it might be on a different application, but I would check it out. It's very dark, very gritty. It goes through the first maybe 20 issues of Spawn. So it's very early Spawn. So obviously it
mm,
has the background and how he became Spawn. But I think it's phenomenal. I love it.
mm,
I've watched it hundreds of times because like every year I probably watch it 3 or 4 times. I just love the grittiness of it. And this took place in the 90s. So Todd is very young, and at the very beginning of every episode, he kind of explains what's about to happen. And he's sitting there at a drawing desk as he's telling you, and it's kind of in this warehouse. So he's had a black suit on. It's actually pretty funny because Todd could be kind of funny. I don't think he
yeah.
takes himself too
Yeah,
serious
I know.
very often. Yeah, so I loved it. It's hilarious. But yeah, the show is really good, really good. Did you ever
Yeah,
get
I'm
to?
gonna try to
Oh, go
find
ahead.
it somewhere. We have HBO since a week here in Germany,
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah,
they have it. I don't
yeah.
think so, but maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I know it was an original HBO series when it came out, so it was. I think it was produced by HBO, if I'm not mistaken. So
Mm,
really good. And then the other one I really liked is The Max. the other Image comic book that came out on MTV. I don't know if you ever saw that animated series or read that comic book from Sam
Yeah,
Keith.
I think I have a few issues because of the art. I
Yes.
don't think I ever watched it, but yeah, I have a few issues of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The animated series was on MTV at the time in the
yeah,
same.
I remember. I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's pretty good too. It's very gritty. And the art style, right? It's that old school animation, which I really
Mm,
appreciate. And it's really, I think you'd like that one too. It's more psychological, not so much horror. But if you read the comic books, I'm not sure if you read the comic books, but the art, Sam Keith is phenomenal.
mm,
I love his style. His Batman is really unique, which I appreciate.
mm.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool, man. All right, the last thing I had to ask you, man, you got a Cardinals jersey on. Did you go to any games when the NFL went to? Are you an NFL fan, or you just have the jersey?
No, I'm a fan of the most miserable team in the NFL. Yes, I'm a fan. I've been to games.
Have
Uh,
you?
I think last one was back in 28. Was it 8? No, was it 18? No, 22.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad I didn't go to any other games. We have family in Arizona, so I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm a D-backs fan.
Nice.
A little bit of Suns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Very cool, man. I mean, the Suns have had
yeah.
some really good years. Obviously, the D-backs, it's been a little while, but they do have
No, D-backs was like 2 years ago.
yeah, yeah. They got a World
Yeah.
Series, which a lot of
No, they don't. They don't. They have one
they have one, yeah. They have
from '01, but they've been to the World Series 2 years ago, I
3
think.
times. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
So they're pretty good. But yeah, the Cardinals, I feel bad. They had a couple really good drafts about what, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, but just injuries and everything else that goes on. I'm not sure how you fix it. I'm a Rams fan.
yeah, you
I'm glad
said
the
those.
Cardinals are that good
Okay.
because it's already a very tough division that we're all in.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
Yeah.
we
I
can't.
watched Cardinals Rams game back in 2015.
Did you?
Yeah, when the Cardinals had that good season, and they lost that game, by the way, at
Yeah.
home to Rams. But that's why I'm wearing the Fitzgerald jersey, but because he's like the icon,
Oh, for
the
sure.
only one. I have behind my screen is a signed jersey of him.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fitzgerald's one of the best to ever do it. I mean, incredible. He
I've been
seems
starstruck only 2 times in my life. The first time was when Todd McFarlane came up to me 2017 at the New York Comic Con. I was signing the beauty books, and he came up to us. We were all starstruck. He was like, "Yeah, that's the future of Image, something." And the second time was when Fitzgerald signed my jersey at the after a game. Yeah, I was like a little girl. I was faded.
Was it when the Cardinals played in Germany? Is that where you saw them or in Arizona?
No, no, no. They never played in Germany.
Oh, they haven't
No,
played there
no,
yet?
no, no. I think they played in London.
Oh, was it London? Okay,
No,
I knew they.
we going to Arizona like every maybe 2 years something because we have family in Arizona.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I've also been uh, to Tom McFarlane Productions office 2 times, which was awesome as well. Yeah,
Yeah, I wanna go so bad. I haven't been yet. I've had Todd McFarlane on the podcast, and I've obviously met him a few times, but I've never been to his office. I would love to. I don't even know if he
yeah,
remembers who I am, but he's supposed to be on next month. I've been working with Bonnie and a few other people that work in the office that kind of help schedule. So we're trying to figure out a date. He's obviously always busy, so but hopefully he'll come
yeah,
back on. He's my Stan Lee. Like I'm 50, so Stan Lee obviously was amazing. I think Todd is today's Stan Lee. Just I don't know. One, he's very active with fans, which Stan Lee was very active with fans. And I think as far as some of the leaders that came out of the 80s, there's not a lot of people that are as open and as vocal and as Todd is. I mean, that's why he's a fan favorite. I also love how he just speaks his mind. He doesn't care what
yeah,
he's never disrespectful, but he's going to tell you what he feels. And if you don't like it, then that's okay. Don't like it, then I don't care. And I love that. I think we need more of that.
yeah.
Everyone's
And he appreciates his artists. Uh,
yes.
this is if you work for him, you notice that he's And it's a good thing he's an artist himself, because he's basically very artist friendly. He knows how a script needs to be done. Yeah, and I mean, and he like I remember when I first started working for him, he uh he talks to you personally. So he goes on a Zoom call with you, introduces himself, and talks to you what you want to do and stuff like this, which is just, I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a fan first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. He's when the last time I had him on the podcast, he talks about going on Instagram and he follows all kinds of artists, and all he does is thumb through all day looking for, ooh, that looks good, that looks good. And he makes little mental notes. And then I was talking, I had Kaibar on before, and he said that he came into his DMs in Instagram and he didn't believe it was Todd McFarlane, so he ignored it. He goes, "That's not Todd McFarlane." And then finally he answered it, and he was shocked that Todd McFarlane saw something that he posted that he liked. How did Todd McFarlane learn who Thomas is?
Yeah, I always thought he found me on Instagram, but that's not true. Actually, my agent back then sent some of my stuff to him, and yeah, that's where we came in touch.
That's
And he
amazing.
liked it, and yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
shout out to Chris, my ex-agent.
Yes, Chris. Yeah, Chris. I haven't had a chance to meet Chris, but he represents a lot of amazing artists. So yeah,
Yeah.
eventually I have to get him on too because he knows a lot of people and he's been amazing. I think helping a lot of artists ensure that one art can be found from fans that do want original art. I think he does a great job. But it sounds like with con, does he manage all your cons too when you do go to a con?
No, he's not. He's my agent anymore. He was back then.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
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 That's amazing, Thomas. Well, Thomas, I'm sorry about your Cardinals, my friend. It sucks. I've been a
Yeah.
Rams fan my whole life. We have not been very good
Lucky you, man.
until like the last 10
Yeah,
years.
I remember Coach Fisher.
Oh,
I
yeah.
miss Coach Fisher actually.
Well,
I really miss Coach.
I was angry at the Rams when they moved to St. Louis. So I started following the Chargers. I was distraught. I mean, I went to my first game at 8 years old. They played in Anaheim because I'm also an Angels baseball fan because I grew up pretty close to the
Okay.
stadium. And when they moved, I was devastated. No one else cared because no one else liked the Rams, but I was devastated. I had jackets and posters in my room. And when they moved, and then they won the Super Bowl in St. Louis. And obviously, I was happy for them, but I was angry they didn't do it in Southern California. So when they returned, all that nostalgia came back, and I'm like, I can't help myself, man. I just love it.
Yeah.
And of course, the owners who purchased them are spending money like there's no tomorrow. So now I'm very happy to be a Rams fan for the first time ever. I'm very proud to be it. A lot of times
I mean,
would.
they have a cap. I mean, they only have same money as everybody else.
Yeah, but they spend all of theirs. And I love the way they handled the draft. If they have a first round draft, they have no problem giving away everything to go after the best player to stay at the top, as opposed to other teams that wait for the draft and try to build up their team. Then you worry about injuries. They'll like, hey, if I got a first round draft, it's out here. Anybody want it? And we'll just keep building our team. And I love that about them. And they'll spend to the cap, which I love, which not all teams do. So, yeah, these owners, I think, have approached the NFL a little bit different. I think it angers a little some of the other owners, but they'll give away the next 3 years of drafts if it takes getting the right player to win today. They only care about today. They don't care about the future. And
I mean, that's the thing. It's not it's not just the team or the coach or the GM. That the owner is probably the most important thing, and that's the problem in Arizona for the Cardinals. Like, if he doesn't sell the team, they're going nowhere. I mean, I know what he's doing wrong. He wants to be coach as well, probably also a GM. I think the one time he let somebody do his job was when Bruce Arians was the coach.
Yeah.
And I mean, and they almost made the Super Bowl. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's done really well with the Super Bowl too. So they should let someone like that run the team. But
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
this owner cares about uh, hosting the Super Bowl
Yeah,
in his stadium, making money, but not with his team playing the Super Bowl. That's
yeah, yeah. I know. The Dallas Cowboys have the same problem. The Raiders have the same problem. Those owners are
yeah,
way too involved. Like if you're gonna hire a GM, let the GM be the GM. Why even just don't even hire him? Just be honest with
yeah,
yourself. Be a GM. I'm just gonna do it myself then. But yeah, they get way too involved, and it's really dangerous as a fan, as an owner, and you're a big fan, to think that you have the ability to do something that takes many years of, I think, experience to be able to do, and a really good understanding of how the NFL works from a draft standpoint, from a player relationship standpoint, from creating a team culture standpoint. Like, there's so much that goes into building a winning team. And for an owner to be so arrogant that they could do all those things by themselves, even though
yeah,
they're hiring people, you're just hiring secretaries at that point, right? I mean, what's the point? I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild, man. Sorry, I'll get off the topic. As a Rams fan, I understand it's not a fun topic to talk about.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, the I'm okay now, but
yeah,
this team almost they like they almost ruined my life. They pulled me down. Like
yeah.
I watch even watch the preseason games, and when you watch them here in Germany, they start at 4 a.m. So you have,
Oh,
those games start at 4 a.m. I watched even those preseason games at 4 a.m. And at one point I was like that they don't care. They don't. I'm not spending any more money on merchandise. Still watch those games, and I'm a fan, but for now I'm not that not I try not to be that involved.
yeah, yeah. It's hard though.
Yeah.
All they have to do is come out with a new jersey. I'm like, all right, one more jersey, but that's it after this.
No, 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 not.
Good.
I don't have any of the new ones. No,
Oh,
no,
you
I don't.
don't? Okay.
No, no, no. They're not getting my money. No, no, no. And I have probably I don't know 7 Fitzgerald jerseys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
hilarious, man.
no. I'm
I don't.
already looking forward the MLB season.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
Are you a European football fan or no?
No, no. I mean I played football here in Germany,
Mhm.
American football. I
Oh,
was
you did?
never a fan. Yeah, I was never a fan of soccer or any European sports.
Yeah.
We have something like it's called handball.
Mhm.
It's very popular here in Europe. I was never a fan.
Yeah.
Um,
Very good.
I think I mean for me soccer is just boring. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah,
You better be careful walking outside after that
I
kind of
mean let me I no no everybody knows.
comment. Okay.
I watch I watch like world championships, European championships
Yeah.
because it's about the I don't know the country,
Yeah.
but I'm not really a fan.
So you'll watch the World Cup this year?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
hilarious.
actually I enjoy more the Women's World Cup.
Dude, the
Uh,
women's teams are amazing.
yeah, they don't uh, they don't act that much when they get hurt. They don't
Yeah.
get hurt that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's the hardest part about watching soccer is just the flopping.
yeah, dude, that's
Drives me crazy, man.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I feel like the NBA's got a little bit like that too. Some of the flopping's ridiculous. Like, they didn't even touch you, man, and they travel like crazy, man. It's like those 5 steps for that slam dunk, and they don't get
Yeah,
like, it's so different that today's game than it was just 10 years ago. But
yeah. I mean, NFL they're trying this as well, but some of them got booed. I remember some Giants players like two at the same time, like
yeah,
fell fell down like trees or something. I don't know. They got booed for this. And in football, you're supposed like that's a good thing about football. When somebody hurts you, you don't show them you're hurt,
yeah,
just because then you're dead.
yeah, show weakness. Yeah,
Yeah, never show weakness.
yeah, never show weakness.
Yeah,
Now I understand your art style even more.
the last time I played was more than 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
had one last game for fun, but I played in the '90s
Did you?
for a few years. Yeah,
What position did you play?
I started as a wide receiver, I moved to cornerback because I wasn't that good in catching, and then I got more plugged up, and I moved to defense line and then linebacker.
Oh
So
wow.
the defense most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite position? Linebacker seems like it'd be fun.
Um, Also linebacker was, I think, was my favorite one. Yeah.
Pretty aggressive position.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But doing this professionally, the CT is a real thing. Uh, and and I think about it all the time because I like when they like I think they did science on those brains of
Yeah.
100 players from high school to pro, and everybody had it except
Yeah.
one, I think. I'm like, holy shit! And we did even workouts were full contact, not
Wow.
like in the and if, I think they do it in high school as well,
Yeah.
but we
Oh,
did full contact all the time.
yeah.
So and using your head was okay back then.
Yeah.
I used my head a lot. Yeah.
I live in Texas. I was born and raised in Southern California. And Southern California, I think, is more of a baseball community. Baseball is really big in Southern California, but in Texas, it's a religion. Football is here, and
Mm,
we live in mid or South Texas, so it's between San Antonio and Austin. But there are stadiums that hold 15 to 20,000 people for high school, and
mm,
people that have no connection to that high school, don't know anybody on the team, they all go to watch because they know, 4 or 5% of those people will play for a major college and then go on to be pro. It's a big deal. Like the newspaper and the sports page is all high school
mm,
and professionals toward the back. I mean, high school is big here. So
mm,
it's a religion, man. You don't want to, yeah, it's like what soccer is in England. I mean, that's what high school football is in Texas, let alone getting up to the pros. Unfortunately, Dallas Cowboys are never very good, and almost everyone here is a Cowboys fan unless you live in Houston. Um,
mm,
so I don't know, what Texans being better, maybe they'll get a lot more fans in South Texas, because really San Antonio should be more Texan fans than Cowboy fans.
mm.
There's way more Cowboy fans in San Antonio. And I live pretty close to San Antonio. Yeah.
I've been to San Antonio 2 times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got to
In the
come to one of
90s.
the cons out here, Thomas. We have 3 or 4 cons throughout the year.
Yeah,
It'd be
but
amazing.
my
Like Raymond James.
first time in the US was San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Great city. I
It's a
remember.
fun city. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Food's pretty good.
yeah.
And yeah, the barbecue, if you like barbecue, man. There's a few cities like suburbs of San Antonio where barbecue is probably the best in Texas.
Mm,
Amazing, yeah. So next time you're here,
awesome.
let me know, man. I would love to take you to barbecue.
Sure.
Raymond was just here not too long ago. I guess it was November at the. It was called Big Texas Con,
Mm-hmm.
and he was there, and that was a lot of fun, man. We had a blast, him and Irene, and so yeah. And then Dallas Fan Expo is probably one of the bigger ones. So like
Mm,
Scott Snyder was there, and Greg Capullo was there, Philip Kennedy Johnson. If you ever do a con, Thomas, come to Dallas. That's a pretty good. It has a really good artist alley, very good artist alley.
yeah, I talked to my art rep.
Yeah, please,
That's
man. I
great.
would love to see you there, man.
Yeah, I'd love to come.
Yeah, it'd be amazing, man. Well, Thomas, I appreciate hanging out with you today, man. Congratulations on all your success. I absolutely love your work, man. I think you're a phenomenal artist. I saw Santa was incredible, and yeah, I was glad I had Chris. I've had Chris on a few times, and he's a comedian. That was his job for a while. He really is pretty damn funny, man. So him and I, when we're
Yeah,
not recording,
I
have a
know.
pretty good time, man. He's hilarious, man. His
Yeah,
brother's very shy and very quiet. Andrew, he's very quiet. But I got him to come on this last time, which was hard because he doesn't like doing that kind of stuff. It's just not his thing. But I thought he did pretty good for not doing that. But Chris is in the front of a camera all the time, so he's really good. He cracks me up
yeah.
though.
That's my I think my second podcast. I didn't like to go on podcasts as well.
No, it's not
I'm
your thing.
I'm not a most social guy,
Yeah, yeah,
but I kind of uh get used to it. But yeah, we'll see.
yeah, yeah. No, you're easy to talk to, man. I had a blast talking to you, man. And the main thing is you're really good at art.
Thank you.
Very good, Thomas. I can't wait to hopefully in the near future hear what you're doing with Daniel on a creator owned. Yeah, man, it'll be amazing for that to come out. But I'll be watching for everything that you do on Spawn. Is there anything that you do have coming up that you are allowed to talk about, either at Todd McFarlane or anywhere else?
So I'm staying with Todd in the Spawn universe for now. But it's not official yet, so I can't.
Be careful. I don't want to
yeah.
get you in trouble. Yeah.
I mean, it should be official soon.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Very good. Well, I'm glad to see you continue to stay within the Spawn universe. I know Spawn fans love you, so yeah, I love it, man. But I appreciate your time, man. It was a pleasure. I hope we could do this again too.
Yeah, for sure. And thanks for having me on. I mean, I'm really honored.
Good. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I know
I talked to Chris, so when I Saw Santa comes out, I'll have you and Chris on at the same time, man. That'll be fun. We'll let Chris take over the show, man. He's really good at it. He's way better than I am, man. He does this for a living. So
yeah,
he talks to like big Hollywood stars and stuff like that. So
yeah.
That'd be fun, man. It'll be fun. And then I'll reach out to you during football season, man. We'll put some bets together.
Oh man.
Maybe not.
we need a new coach first.
Okay. I'll wait for the coach.
I hope it's McDermott. I don't know. I don't think so. He's too good for us.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see if it's all about whether the owner is willing to spend the money for the right coach, you know.
He isn't.
He isn't. No faith in that at all.
No. Zero.
All right on, Thomas, man. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you, man. Thanks.
All right, hang tight real quick, okay, Thomas. Everyone in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, man. The weather's crazy. There's all kinds of warnings where I live. I know the south of the U.S. is supposed to get hit pretty hard. But stay safe, and thanks for joining us today. Bye, everybody.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.